Brian, Joel Moon, has he made it for tomorrow?
No, he's not. No, he's out. He's not too far off, but I think the safe things to wait till next week.
How much of a quandary does that give you?
Well, not much of a quandary really. Jordan Lilly will come in and he'll start. So Jordan's been good for us when he's played just recently. So but obviously you want your best team out there, and Moon is certainly part of that. So a bit of an issue, but gives Jordan a chance to show what he's doing.
Everyone else okay?
Brett Ferris is getting very close. But again, the wise thing is just to make sure he gets another week's running with the knee there. And Rob obviously took the early guilty plea, so he misses out with a game ban.
How do you cope with Cass this week?
First off, recognise that they are a good team, and which is not an hard thing to do because they are very good. And they're not running out of gas, they're not running out of steam. They're cracking on. They're winning some games and pulling through some difficult games as well, which is a good trait to have. So I think if you recognise that to start with, it gives you a good standpoint. So we know. Well, we'd like to beat them. They've beaten 3 times already this year, so we'd like to beat them. So yeah, I don't think there's too much dramatically changed from what they do. Played a bit more to Ben Roberts than they were at the start of the year, but there's not too much dramatic changes. But they are still very good at it. So.
Round 3, is it relevant with regard to this game?
Not in terms of planning. Not in terms of planning or anything strategic, it's not. But it's still there, isn't it? Somebody goes and busts your nose, you don't forget it, do you? So, listen, I think once the players start to blow a little bit and get a bit gassy, like both the teams will do, then everything goes out the window. It's just that moment then, and I don't think that we haven't mentioned it this week, and we mentioned it in the build-up, and that's gone. But it did happen, and we don't forget that.
Right. Castleford, often been seen as your rivals, but are they an equal now? Is in a top 4? Are they a consistent top 4 team now? Do you feel?
If you talk about this year, for sure, of course they are. Yeah, they've got the League Leaders Shield and been a standout, and and done it comfortably as well. It would seem. If you're going to talk about consistent top 4, add 5, 6, 7 seasons to that, then you can talk about consistent top 4. But certainly this year they've been the most consistent team.
Do you expect them to kick on from this?
It's an interesting one. This hasn't come out the blue. This version of Castleford that we see, their offence has been extremely good for the last 3, 4, maybe 5 seasons, and probably not as consistent as it's been, but certainly come up with some. When Luke Dawn was there, when Rangi Chase were there, they come up with some stuff that all of us were picking and pick and choosing what we wanted to copy off from Castleford type of thing, and their defence backs it up. I also think they're playing with a level of confidence. People like Luke Gale and Paul McShane have really nailed this year. Paul McShane in particular, I think. It's not that he's any fitter or any stronger or any bigger, it's just that he's playing with more confidence now and playing with the conviction that he's probably been lacking. So if you're asking me, will it continue? Yeah, I think it will do. I don't think they're going to replicate what happened in 2017. I think this is a continuation of what started probably since Daryl got there.
Given that you've both already qualified for the semi-finals, do you think this game will be any different to the other 3?
Well, I know they don't like us. I don't think anybody in Castleford. I meet some people from Castleford sometimes, and they're not shy in telling you what you think about Leeds, and we've been beat 3 times off them. So you might think there's not much in it this game because we're in the top 4, but we want to secure a second spot, which we haven't quite done just yet, and we don't want to lose again to them.